Good evening. This is Akashvani. I'm Anubha Rohatgi with the news at 9. The headlines. President Droupadi Murmu says a developed India can be built only on strength of self-reliant, self-esteemed, independent and empowered women. Prime Minister Narendra Modi distributes 450 crore rupees to over 2.5 lakh women during Lakhpati Didi Sammelan at Navsari in Gujarat. Death toll from fighting in Syria's coastal Latakia region rises to over 500. Indian women's Kabaddi team crowned Asian champions for fifth time. And in Women's Premier League cricket, UP Warriorz were 216 for 3 in 19 overs against Royal Challengers Bengaluru in Lucknow a short while ago. President Droupadi Murmu has said a developed India can be built only on the strength of self-reliant, self-esteemed, independent and empowered women. Addressing a day-long conference on the theme Nari Shakti Se Viksit Bharat in New Delhi today to mark the International Women's Day, the President stressed that there should be more women in the workforce as India is heading towards becoming the third biggest economy in the world.
आज जो भारत विश्व की तीसरे सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बनने की और अग्रसर हो रहा है, तो देश के वर्कफोर्स में महिलाओं की भागीदारी तेजी से बढ़नी चाहिए। वर्कफोर्स में महिलाओं की भागीदारी बढ़ने के लिए उन्हें शिक्षा और नौकरी से समान अवसर प्रदान करना महत्वपूर्ण है।
President Murmu said that the central government is continuously working to ensure that women in the country are politically, economically and socially empowered and are able to lead the nation towards the vision of a developed India. She described the provision of reservations for women in the Lok Sabha and state assemblies through the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam as a historic step towards political empowerment. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today distributed 450 crore rupees in financial assistance to over 2.5 lakh women from over 25,000 self-help groups during the Lakhpati Didi Sammelan at Navsari in Gujarat. Speaking on the occasion of International Women's Day, Mr. Modi assured that his government is dedicated to the empowerment of women, highlighting the significant steps taken to improve their lives. He emphasized that India is advancing towards women-led development, with the government placing utmost importance on the dignity and well-being of women at every step.
नारी का सम्मान यही समाज और देश के विकास की पहली सीढ़ी होती है। इसलिए विकसित भारत बनाने के लिए, भारत के तेज विकास के लिए आज भारत विमेन लेड डेवलपमेंट की राह पर चल पड़ा है। हमारी सरकार महिलाओं के जीवन में सम्मान और सुविधा दोनों को सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकता देती है।
The Prime Minister also highlighted the government's achievements in enhancing women's security over the past decade, citing the implementation of new criminal laws designed to protect women's rights. The Delhi government today approved the Mahila Samriddhi Yojana to provide 2,500 rupees to poor women. Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta made the announcement during a press conference in the national capital. She said that on the occasion of International Women's Day, a cabinet meeting of the Delhi government was held in which the scheme was approved.
दिल्ली की गरीब बहन को 2500 रुपए प्रति माह देने के बाद आज हमने कैबिनेट में मोहर लगा दी है। उसको हमने कैबिनेट में अप्रूव करके बजट में 5100 करोड़ रुपए के प्रावधान किया गया है, ताकि दिल्ली की गरीब बहनों को हम लोग इस समृद्धि योजना का लाभ देना शुरू कर सकें।
BJP President Jagat Prakash Nadda has said that the Narendra Modi government is focusing on women-led development and it is taking the country forward with the aim of women empowerment. Addressing a program organized in New Delhi on the occasion of International Women's Day, Mr. Nadda said that with this aim, the BJP always moved forward by considering women empowerment as its fundamental principle. He also thanked Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta for approving the Mahila Samriddhi Yojana, which was the BJP's poll promise during Delhi Assembly elections. The News Services Division of Akashvani will broadcast a special program on the occasion of International Women's Day today. The participants are Professor Annapurni Subramaniam, Director, Indian Institute of Astrophysics, Padma Shri awardee Kathak dancer duo Kamalani and Nalini Asthana, and Anamika Joshi, poet.
प्रचंड है प्रचंड है वो ज्वाला अखंड है, वो भाव है विचार है वो मौन का संवाद है, वो गीत का आकार है वो दुर्गा साकार है। तुझे नमन तुझे नमन तुझे नमन।
Solutions will be there, but then this quitting what I am doing is not on the table, and what I want to do will be the centerpiece, and the solution has to work around it.
बहुत सारे काम जो मेरे लिए खास बना दिए गए हैं, मुझे उसे आम बनाना है। मुझे भी मेरा नाम बिना शोर किए सुकून से कमाना है।
Tune in to 100.1 Akashvani Gold at 9:15 tonight to listen to this special broadcast. Union Minister for Railways, Information and Broadcasting, Electronics and Information Technology, Ashwani Vaishnav, today stated that in this era of the new industrial and knowledge revolution, particularly with the rise of artificial intelligence, India will emerge not only as a service provider nation, but also as a major technology creator. He was speaking at a program organized by a private media house in Mumbai. Mr. Vaishnav praised the robust startup ecosystem in the country and highlighted that India is one of the top 3 nations in the world with the highest number of startups. The Union Minister also mentioned that the government is deeply committed to clean, sustainable energy and that by the end of this year, 100% of Indian railways will run on electricity. Speaking at the same program, Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs, Nirmala Sitharaman, informed that discussions regarding the reduction and rationalization of GST rates and the number of slabs are in the final stages and will soon be sent for review. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla today said that consensus and dissent are the strengths of democracy, but planned disruption in assemblies and parliament are not appropriate for democratic values. Mr. Birla was addressing public representatives and other dignitaries at the launch of the Constitution Club of Rajasthan in Jaipur. He added that legislative institutions must become centers of discussion and dialogue to ensure accountability to the public. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download News on AIR app. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today said that India has always strongly advocated maintaining a healthy relationship with its neighbours and Bangladesh is no exception. In an interview with a news agency, Mr. Singh said India always tries to maintain good relations with its neighbours.
बांग्लादेश हमारा पड़ोसी देश है। हमारी कोशिश तो रहती ही है अपने पड़ोसियों से रिश्ते अच्छे बनाकर रखने की। हमारे पड़ोसी है बांग्लादेश, तो उसके साथ अच्छे रिश्ते बनाकर रखना ही चाहेंगे।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on a 2-day state visit to Mauritius from Tuesday. Briefing media in New Delhi this evening, Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri said this is the first visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Mauritius since 2015.
Our relations with Mauritius are rooted in shared history, culture, and a very strong and robust people-to-people relationship that goes back several centuries. Mauritius is also one of our key partners in the Indian Ocean. It's a close maritime neighbor. In 2015, that Prime Minister had articulated Vision Sagar, security and growth for all in the region, which underscored India's commitment to the Indian Ocean region.
The External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has said that India looks at the world confidently and wants to deal more in terms of promoting trade, mobility, investment, tourism and student engagements. Dr. Jaishankar said this during an interaction with the Indian community and business leaders in Manchester, UK today. The minister said that India-UK relationship has immense potential to grow and deepen. Dr. Jaishankar acknowledged the contribution of the Indian diaspora, saying that it is the diaspora which shapes the country's image across the world.
It is a relationship that we believe has immense potential to grow, to deepen. When we see the direction of the world today, I would say the case for deepening these ties gets stronger. And one current expression of that is the sort of accelerated effort that we are putting in the free trade agreement.
The death toll from fighting in Syria's coastal Latakia region has risen to over 500 as transitional government forces continued to battle an uprising carried out by armed loyalists of ousted leader Bashar al-Assad. According to the UK-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, at least 120 insurgents and 93 government troops have been killed. It also claimed that at least 330 civilians have been killed in reprisal attacks. Syrian authorities did not publish the death toll. Pakistan has ordered all documented Afghan migrants to leave the country by March 31st or risk deportation. The directive was issued yesterday, a day after the Afghanistan Ministry of Refugee and Repatriation Affairs urged Pakistan to slow down the expulsion of Afghans. The order called on those with Afghan citizen cards to leave the country within the next 3 weeks, stating that the deportation of documented migrants would begin on April 1st. Local media reported that this affects nearly 900,000 documented Afghan economic migrants residing in Pakistan. The Italian government has approved a draft law that, for the first time, introduces the legal definition of femicide in the country's criminal law and punishes it with life imprisonment. Announced yesterday on the eve of International Women's Day, the move aims to combat rising violence against women in Italy by strengthening measures against gender-based crimes. The proposal still needs to go through Parliament and be approved by both chambers to become law. And on to sports news now. The Indian women's Kabaddi team has been crowned Asian champions for the 5th time. Defending champions India defeated hosts Iran 32-25 in the final of the 6th Asian Women's Kabaddi Championship in Tehran this afternoon. The Indian women remained undefeated throughout the tournament. India had entered the final defeating Nepal 56-18 in the first semi-final last evening. On the other hand, Iran had triumphed over Bangladesh 41-18 in the second semi-final. In Women's Premier League, WPL cricket, UP Warriors have set a victory target of 226 runs before Royal Challengers Bengaluru RCB at the Ekana Cricket Stadium in Lucknow. UP Warriors scored 225 runs for 5 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. Georgia Walls top scored with unbeaten 99 runs. Earlier, RCB won the toss and opted to bowl. This is a do-or-die situation for RCB as they must win their remaining 2 matches to qualify for the next round. RCB, currently in 4th place on the points table, have 4 points from 6 matches, while UP Warriors have only 4 points from 7 matches and are at the bottom of the table. Dubai is set to host the ICC Men's Champions Trophy final between India and New Zealand tomorrow, with 2 esteemed umpires from the Emirates ICC Elite Panel, Paul Reffel and Richard Illingworth, officiating the match. Both umpires played key roles in the semi-finals, with Illingworth standing in India's win over Australia and Reffel officiating New Zealand's victory against South Africa. The India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast thunderstorm accompanied with lightning at isolated places over sub-Himalayan West Bengal tomorrow. According to the weather agency, light to moderate rainfall or snowfall is also expected over Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit, Baltistan, Muzaffarabad, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand during the next 5 days. The weather body predicted heat wave conditions over Konkan, Goa, Saurashtra and Kutch during the next 3 days. The IMD also estimated hot and humid conditions at isolated pockets over Gujarat, coastal Karnataka, Kerala and Mahe. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. President Droupadi Murmu says a developed India can be built only on strength of self-reliant, self-esteemed, independent and empowered women. Prime Minister Narendra Modi distributes 450 crore rupees to over 2.5 lakh women during Lakhpati Didi Sammelan at Navsari in Gujarat. Death toll from fighting in Syria's coastal Latakia region rises to over 500. Indian women's Kabaddi team crowned Asian champions for the 5th time. And in Women's Premier League cricket, UP Warriors set a target of 226 runs before Royal Challengers Bengaluru in Lucknow. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. That's all in News at 9. Good night.